I like this like long path of light, so I'm trying to get it to like lead people's eyes to the edge of the frame. My body's gonna be interrupting it.
There you go. All right, 1, 2. Oh, that looks so good.
A typical meeting, we usually get to the space, do some intros, and say what brings you to Photo Club. After we do intros, we have a short lesson that can be like anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes. There's usually a visual aspect to it, whether it be a PowerPoint or books like photography books that the artists bring in. After the lesson, we typically just break off into little groups or partners and do a lab that implements the lessons that we learned.
I really do love self-portraiture, but it's hard to admit that because it feels like an egocentric thing. But when you come down to it, it's more about like being able to like express yourself the way that you feel from the inside out. And I think that's like super valuable because in this world, it's really hard to like have your voice heard. It's just really valuable to see other people around you striving to do the same thing. And it's a huge motivating factor for me to be able to feed off of that energy. And not only just because it allows us to take images that we're proud of, but also because it has a greater meaning in what we want our society to look like.
I went to film school, and my friend Katie, who also went to film school, we just decided sometime early last year that we wanted to create a space where we can continually practice and like hold each other accountable for practicing regularly. We met up one day at Reed Park and we're scouting a location, and we wanted to have a meeting for femme photographers. We decided to put out the invitation to the community through Instagram, and there just was a larger response than what we expected there would be. It just kind of snowballed from there. Having a femme-centered space is just inherently less competitive, to me at least. It's just so nurturing and supportive, and we all just get so excited when we post our photos and when we see improvement in our work. And it just doesn't have to be this dominating competitive ladder that we're climbing. We're all growing together as a group collectively.
I've been doing photography for over a decade now, and there's a lot of reasons I wanted to become a cinematographer, but I think one of the main reasons I wanted to work in film was because I felt like photography was a lot lonelier. It was more individual. And as much as I do appreciate that, what I loved about working in film was the teamwork aspect of it all. I love being part of a team and feeling like your teammates are working toward a specific goal to like lift you up. And I've gotten back into photography now a lot more because of Photo Club, because it kind of exactly is that, you know, it's just this like beautiful community-based thing, and you don't have to feel so lonely doing it.
I just have my camera, and I thought it'd be really cool to just capture myself sitting with the lines, because I really like how it's very structured on its own. I kind of have this vision of trying to get my hair flowing. I think where I'm kind of struggling is getting that close-up that I want, but that's what the point is of this, is to like kind of figure out, get some shots. Okay, this isn't working, now I can adjust to try something else.
The other day, we had some really beautiful bouquets of flowers, and the models were doing sword fights with them. Like being in all these really cool different environments, like an adobe house that's just filled with musical instruments, and being able to zoom in on parts of somebody that you don't normally get to see images of. It's just really fun to be able to take a second to envision something, you know, in your own voice. And I think that's a really cool thing about Femme Photo Club, is that when you see an image posted on Instagram or in the Google Drive, you could kind of automatically tell which photographer it was that took that image, because it's stamped with their own character and their own voice.
Every time I go to Femme Photo Club, there's this lack of pressure that I feel. It's so free, and it almost makes me feel like, oh, this is just fun and games. This isn't serious business. We're just like having fun and hanging out. At this pool party, I was just like, yeah, let's just like easy breezy, like take some pictures. But there were so many amazing photos that came out of that session. One in particular, Karina, her photo was just so amazing. It was just like a top down into the water of the swimmer, and it's so ethereal and didn't look like anyone else's images. It's just really surprising.
A lot of my life, I've just been selling myself short with photography and not really interested in taking the educational route. But then Femme Photo Club, it was just like automatically like my guards were completely down. And it was just really a natural process into learning manual photography. So I had never done that before, and it was just love at first club meeting.
Hi, I'm Tom McNamara, host of Arizona Illustrated. Thank you for watching this story from our show. And for more local content from Arizona Illustrated, just click right here.